Hi, oh, I'm not having a very good go this evening. But anyway, um, first off, I'd like to say thank you to all my all the new people that subscribed to my channel. I thank you very much. Okay, it's really great of you. Um, I had also um, sorry about that. I'm a bit distracted. Right. This evening, I want to talk about something that's been a pet peeve of mine for many, many years. I don't understand it. I don't know why it happens. Okay. But to me, it's a great pity and a shame. Okay. Um, this business of us women turning on each other and really being disloyal and disrespectful to each other. You know, we've got so many hurdles that we have to get over to make our place in this world. Okay. I'm not complaining about it. I mean, it's just part of life. It's what we do. It's how things work out. And it's kind of sad that we don't, we aren't there for each other, okay? And we don't protect each other, right? We we seem to sell each other down the kibosh very, very easily. All right. I mean, so many instances that I have seen, okay, of amongst my friends, and I mean, you hear about it, okay, where as a group of women you're sitting and you're supposed to be friends, okay, and you get a couple of women that are having a hard time in their marriage and they feel because you're all women they should have the confidence and the protection, okay, because you're all women, of complaining about those husbands. And so many instances I have seen friends then go and start up affairs with these husbands, okay? And for me, that is a height of disloyalty and disrespect. And then on top of it, they'll say, oh, but she doesn't understand him and she's being mean. He's really a good man and everything. And then if you still have that friendship around, okay, 3 or 4 months later, when the excitement of jumping around in someone else's bed is kind of wearing thin, okay, then that one's also going to start complaining. I mean, I don't understand why you would want to hurt a person that is supposed to be your friend, okay? It just doesn't make sense to me why you would do that and what the pleasure is in that, okay? Because you know something, he has a little secret. You jumping around with a friend or with your sisters or with whatever, okay, his husband or boyfriend. If by some miraculous chance that man ends the marriage or ends the relationship that he's having, okay, and ends up with you, I can guarantee you he's going to do the same to you. Okay? If you destroy a home that belongs to somebody else, first of all, you don't have a right to do that. Secondly, that's another woman whose life is just as full of hurdles as yours. Okay? That's not, that man has a home. He's not out there in the free market. Okay? He has a home. He has responsibilities. Okay? You do not have the right to jump in there, okay, and become the piece on the side, because that's all you are. Oh, he'll tell you wonderful things, okay, how she doesn't understand me, and really, my life has no meaning, and I'm only there because of the kids, and wada, 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 and wada, wada, wada. Do you know something? I've known those kind of relationships to go on for 10, 15 years. He never, ever gets up and leaves. Why? Why should he? He's got a woman that he's married to who washes his dirty socks and his skid-marked underpants, cooks his meals, looks after him when he's sick, okay, and puts up with his moods. Then, the cherry on the cake now has got a gold coating on it because he's got you, the idiot, on the side, who caters to his every need, okay? All right? Gives him what he wants when he wants it, okay? Never fights with him, never complains. Everything's just wonderful. I mean, it's permanent honeymoon status, okay? It's not reality. And he's playing you like a fine fiddle. And you know what's most disheartening? That you're accepting it. You are accepting hurting another woman and other children when you do not have the right to do that. If they've got problems in their marriage, they've got to sort those problems out between them. If you are going to have a relationship with that man, then you have to wait until he is completely free. And even then, okay, the choice must be his. And the choice must be yours to either wait for him, okay, or to say, no ways, I will wait for you when you are free. Or no, I'm not going to wait for you. But I'm not going to be involved with you either, because you're not free. You are that insecure about yourself and that low with self-worth that you are prepared to accept 10% of somebody else's man instead of 100% of your own man? No, come on, man. Really? Look at it that way. Look at the insult and the disfavor that you're doing to yourself. All right? And then look at what you're doing to another woman. You don't know what that woman's going through. You don't know what hurdles she's had to jump to get to where she is. You don't know if she's just hanging on by a hair, okay? You have no idea how that man is treating her. and yet you're ready to add to her pain. You're ready because you're happy to accept 10% of somebody else's man instead of 100% of your own. No, come on. Come on. You know, because of women like you, okay, women that are in trouble don't say anything because they know the first people that are going to judge them are going to be you, are going to be women. The first person, the first group of people, and the worst when it comes to degrading and insulting and mocking is going to come from people of our own sex. Okay? It just boggles my mind. It seriously does. Instead of putting out your hand, okay, and lifting a person up, you grab a 45-pound hammer in that hand and you smash the person down into the ground, the woman. Before you even know, you haven't even given her the benefit of the doubt. But how dare she stand up and say this and this and this? What was she wearing when it happened? That's a favorite one when it comes to rape or sexual assault. What was she wearing? How drunk was she? She shouldn't have been in that place at that as well. So why on earth can a woman that has been sexually abused or domestically abused, okay, or in any situation where she has been abused, why is she going to come out? The very people that should be there to support her and help her and lift her up and strengthen her. And we are right next to you, not behind you. We are right next to you. We are there with you. Good or bad, we are there. No. We're the first ones to throw the rocks at each other. And then the men jump in. Oh, and that makes the party even better. And we allow the men to jump in. Okay? Because that shows us, that shows those men that we're loyal to them. It doesn't matter what they say about us. It doesn't matter how they demean us and degrade us and insult us. That doesn't matter. As long as we're showing that we're loyal to them. Okay? That we will turn on each other just so that we can keep our loyalty to the men. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You've lost me there completely and utterly. Lost me completely and utterly. And you've destroyed lives of women just like you through nothing else but greed, in your insecurity, your inferiority complex. Because you know what? If you knew who you were in your own skin, and you had the confidence and the self-worth, okay, of knowing who you are in your own skin and standing proud with your head held high, you wouldn't even, it wouldn't ever pass your mind to bring down another woman. It wouldn't. Because you are secure in who you are. You stand in your glory as a woman. And nobody can take that from you, or nobody can question it, or nobody can threaten it, because you know who you are. The only time when you are dangerous is when you're insecure and you're jealous and your self-worth is bottomless. There is no self-worth there. It's just rock bottom. Because the minute you settle for 10% of somebody else's man, you don't have any self-worth. You don't have any self-respect. And you are insecure as hell. Because if you can't say, no way, Joe, you're not parking your Mini here. Your Mini has a garage, okay? You go park your Mini there in your garage. You go back and you sort out your problems with your woman. But you ain't using me. You see, if we did that, men would not treat us the way they do. We as women have taught them to treat us the way that they do. And they treat us. Look, I'm not saying men, please don't go all boggy, okay? I'm not saying all men. I'm just talking in general, okay? But we have taught men how to treat us. And we have taught them that we are second-class citizens, that we only become kind of first-class citizens if we have a man with us. That being independent and proud and confident of who we are is a dirty word, because you know why? If there's a woman in our little clique that is independent, she knows who she is, okay, and she's proud of who she is, and she stands in that glory, the first thing we're going to do is chip her to pieces. Because why? We are insecure within ourselves. She's a threat to us. Never mind the men that treat her as a threat or a second-class citizen or I don't know. She must be a lesbian. That's a favorite one. She must be a lesbian. No. She knows that she doesn't need a man. She wants a man. Do you know how powerful that is? Do you know the difference? When you want a man in your life, it means that you want him because you love him, because he is the person that he is. He's respectful to you. He treats you as equal. He looks at you as a human being, as an equal human being, okay? Not because you need his pay packet, or you need the roof over your head so you've got to have a man, or I need my other half to make me whole. Cut that garbage out, please. Seriously, you weren't born half a person. You were born a whole person. You don't need a man or anybody else to make you whole. You are already whole. Can you imagine giving birth? So when you give birth to a female, you only give birth to half a female. She's only got one leg, one arm, half a face, half a brain, one eye, one ear. Come on. You're born a whole person. Stand in that glory. You don't need anybody. Because you know who you are, you're proud of who you are, and nobody is a threat to you. Okay? So, the man that you are attracted to is a man that you want, not need. That puts you on an equal footing. Okay? Not on the underdog. Oh, I can't live without him. Oh, I have to have him. He makes me complete. What a load of garbage. You're already complete, for heaven's sake. Stop degrading yourself. Stop dehumanizing yourself. Stop demeaning yourself. You are already whole. Okay? You are already whole. You were born whole. You weren't born half and then the other man, the man has got the other half, and now when you meet him and you fall in love, then he puts the other half. Oh, what a load of garbage. Seriously. We have taught men that we need them. We have to have them. Otherwise, we are unfulfilled as a woman. Okay? So what do they treat us as? Second-class citizens. What do they say to a lot of women that go in for high position jobs? Especially if they're married. Oh, but what's going to happen if you fall pregnant and have children? Do you know that could really destroy your career? Why? How did you get into this world, man? What, the sun spat you out, okay, and the moon raised you and slammed against a wall or something? No. Some woman somewhere gave birth to you, nurtured you, raised you, loved you, okay? That's how you came into this world. Why can't a woman have children and still be the CEO of a company? Why? Or still be partners in a law firm? Or still run a huge corporation? Why can't they do that? Why can't, well, yes, you have children, but it's not a disease, it's not an illness, it's how you men got into this world. And you spend the rest of your lives trying to get back into us again. But because of that simple reason, because there's a difference of we actually carry your produce, okay, for 9 months and then give birth to it and raise it, okay, raise you, okay, it's something to be looked down on. So then you should never have been born. Because really, your mother must have had better things to do than carry you around for 9 months and sit in labor and go through all the pain and the hell that she went through to give birth to you, and then spend the rest of her life raising you and nurturing you and whatever, okay? If she isn't worth being as good as what you are, in charge of a company or a partner in a law firm, then you don't have the right to be in this world, because you ain't worth it. You're telling your mother that she isn't worth because she can give birth to children. Okay, well, then you're the product of it, so you ain't worth it. Just because a woman has the organs to give birth, to carry a pregnancy, doesn't mean that she is incapable of running a corporation or being a partner in a law firm or anything else that's so highly important. So stop looking down on women because they are the product of you being. They are not the product, they are the vessel of you being on this earth, judging them in that way. We as women have to rewrite our whole belief system in ourselves. And we can't blame men for looking at us and treating us the way that they do, because we taught them to do it. We taught them. We gave them the tools to do it. And we told them how to do it. And then we just sat back and let them do it. And we helped them. Because when one of us was in trouble, or when one of us was brave enough to make a stand against sexual abuse or domestic violence, what did we do? We didn't go there and tell her, right, we are here. We are taking care of your back. We have your back. We are here for you no matter what. Good or bad, we are here. And we will stand with you, and we will lift you up, and we will protect you and nurture you. And if you have gone the wrong way, we will help you and guide you. We won't judge you. We'll work with you. But we'll be lifting you up all the time. Not smashing you down. Not casting the first stone. No, we'll stop those stones. Please, ladies, please, take a good hard look at yourself and see exactly how you perceive someone of the same sex. And if you perceive them as a threat, then you ain't secure with yourself. Find out why. You got a problem. Get it sorted. Don't hold it in. Don't hold it in. And if women are going to judge you, let them judge you. Remember something. Their insecurity has made them into an animal. Their insecurity and lack of self-worth has made them into an animal. And ladies, remember something. When you enter into a relationship with a man that is already in a relationship with another woman, you're insecure. You've got no self-worth because you're prepared to take 10% of somebody else's man, not yours, and not 100% of your own. So, and I'll tell you something. When you hurt somebody else, and you're not just hurting another woman, you're hurting children. You're destroying a life. Those lives of those kids that didn't even ask for it. You will get the same treatment back. I can guarantee that. I've seen it time and time again. What you put out into the universe, you are going to get back. If you put out pain and suffering into the universe, girl, you're going to get it back 10 times. And that lady that you're judging, that unmarried mother that's got 2 or 3 kids from 2 or 3 different men that you are sitting there in your ever so holy position judging. You'll be, the way you're judging her, you're going to be judged the same. I can promise you, you'll be judged the same. And then you're going to say, oh, why did it happen to me? Because you know why? You did it to somebody else. Instead of finding out if that woman needs help, if her kids needs, if you can get together some clothes, if you could even make up a grocery box and then during the night or something, or when she isn't at home, take it and put it on her doorstep. You don't have to make a big announcement. For what? There, you know, there is nothing more humbling, nothing more humbling than reaching out your hand to bring somebody up. That shows how powerful you are and how proud you are and how secure you are within yourself, that you'd rather bring somebody up than destroy them. Somebody of the same sex, please, please, let's look after each other. Let's help each other. Let's be there for each other. And let's stop taking what isn't ours from each other. We don't have that right. The pain that you cause, you get back. I hope that even if just one woman listens to this, just one, that she'll think hard about it and reorganize things if she doesn't already, and stand in her glory as a woman and be able to help others do the same. Okay, may your gods go with you. Have a great week. And remember, that woman that's hurting could be you. Encourage rather than discourage. Build up instead of destroying. Blessings and love. Ciao, ciao.